Of course, we are happy and excited to be with you throughout this morning from 8 up until 10 a.m. You know, you can connect with us across all social media platforms. We are Vooka Breakfast Show. Right now, we are live on YouTube. We're also live on Underground Radio. To enhance the experience of listening to the Vooka Breakfast Show, you can simply download the app, which is both available on iOS and Android. Our WhatsApp line is also open for calls and for voice notes. Dial the number 060-493-3226. That's 060-493-3226. There's so many things that we're going to be unpacking on this beautiful Tuesday morning as we are from the long weekend celebrating Women's Day and still Women's Month. So happy Women's Month to each and every special women out there. So that's what we're going to be doing for this day, and we also want to hear from you. Let us engage on all social media platforms. The hashtag to use for this morning is the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show, hashtag choose a day, because it's Tuesday. What are you choosing? That's the question that we are asking on this morning. Hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show is the hashtag that you need to use. But each and every morning we have the most important ingredient of starting your day on a high positive note. You're asking yourself, behind me, what are we highlighting this morning in terms of our picture of the day? This morning we are highlighting Bela Bela, which is nestled in Limpopo, which is South Africa's winter's escape, famous for its natural hot mineral springs. Just 2 hours from Johannesburg, it offers a warm retreat when the high-veld chills set in. Resorts like Forever Varambata provide heated pools, spas, and family-friendly entertainment, making it ideal for both relaxation and adventure. The town's name means boiling, a nod to the bubbling springs that have soothed visitors for generations. Beyond the pools, Bela Bela offers game drives, hiking trails, and cultural experiences in the surrounding bushveld. Winter days are sunny and mild, perfect for outdoor exploration, while evenings invite cozy fireside gatherings. It's a destination that blends wellness, leisure, and nature, an accessible gateway for families, couples, and the solo travelers alike. So that's what we have for you on this beautiful morning in terms of your picture of the day. I hope that you will tick that in your bucket list and get to travel with your friends and family members. Bela Bela is the place that you need to go to with your friends. So that's what we have. What we're going to do right now is to take a short break, come back with your latest news and sports headlines. Now, once again, a very good morning. Let us give you some of your top stories making headlines this morning. Starting off with your first headline, MEC warns school fund abuse is a theft from learners. Gauteng Education MEC Lebogang Maile has pledged stronger action against corruption in schools after communities raised concerns about financial mismanagement during the province's outreach program. Parents called for stricter oversight of procurement and public resources, warning that corruption directly affects learners. Maile said every rand lost through irregular spending reduces opportunities for teaching, infrastructure, and learner support. Investigation into alleged misconduct involving school officials remain underway, with disciplinary and criminal processes expected where wrongdoing is confirmed. The next headline, wild weather causes major road closures across South Africa. Severe winter weather has caused widespread transport disruption across parts of South Africa, with snow, ice, heavy rain and strong winds forcing the closure of several major routes. Authorities have warned motorists to avoid unnecessary travel as hazardous conditions continue affecting road safety. Areas in KwaZulu-Natal and the Eastern Cape have been among the hardest hit, with emergency services monitoring conditions and responding to incidents. Transport officials continue to assess affected routes while weather conditions remain challenging. In your last news headline, Danny K mourns the death of wife Lisa Koppel. South African musician Danny K is mourning the passing of his wife Lisa Koppel, who died at the age of 41. The news was confirmed by the family, which has requested privacy during this difficult period. Lisa was known for both her legal career and her earlier work in modeling. Married since 2012, the couple shared 3 children. Tributes and messages of support have continued to emerge as friends, colleagues, and fans express their condolences. That's all for your news headline. Then over to your sports news. Starting off with your rugby news, Erasmus attends to Branas Fury for All Blacks Challenge. Springbok coach Rassie Erasmus has recalled veteran forward Dion Branas Fury ahead of the inaugural rugby's greatest rivalry series against New Zealand. The 39-year-old returns after an extended injury layoff and brings valuable experience following his recent comeback from the Stormers. Fury, who last featured for South Africa in the 2023 Rugby World Cup final, is expected to strengthen the squad's forward depth as the Springboks prepare for 4 high-profile tests against the All Blacks across South Africa and the United States. On your football news, UEFA, AFC and CONCACAF escalate pressure on Infantino. European, Asian and North Central American Football Confederation have intensified their criticism of FIFA President Gianni Infantino over controversial proposal to sell a stake in World Cup commercial rights. UEFA, AFC and CONCACAF accused FIFA of leadership of damaging trust and called for a fully independent review of the abandoned plan. The escalating dispute has deepened tensions across world football governance, with a warning of possible boycotts and growing scrutiny ahead of the FIFA's next presidential election cycle. On your women's news, Banyana keep World Cup dream alive despite WAFCON exit. Banyana have shifted their focus to the World Cup qualification playoffs after a painful 2-1 quarterfinal defeat to host Morocco at WAFCON 2026. The loss ended South Africa's title defense and hopes of a direct qualification for the 2027 FIFA Women's World Cup in Brazil. Defender Bongega Gamete insists that the squad remains motivated in a crucial continental playoff still to come. Victory will keep South Africa on course for a 3rd successive appearance on football's biggest stage. That's all for your news and sports headlines. If you want to share your thoughts with us on these headlines, you can simply use the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show or send us your voice note on 060-493-3226. For now, we'll take a short break and then come back with your latest weather update and your market rates.
What's up, fam? You chilling with your boy Moeketsi, my man, aka Max for maximum temperature. I am the son of Mother Nature.
Let's go.
Forever be me till I'm in the grave. Face on my problems, don't run away. Stand on my feelings, don't need a chase. Just shoot me straight. I'm like an acrobat, a circus act, like they got me in a cage. I could go tit for tat, the gift the gap, but can't give it to the hate. I'ma just tip my cap and dip right back to my little happy place. Back on the 9 to 5 again. Steady just working for Saturday. I've been going through the motions, trying to find my way. Never notice if you notice, so I smile and wave. All dry, stay focused, setting my little pace. And now all I have to say, I was the boy with the plan, that turned me into a man. And man, I keep winning and winning again. Whoops, I did it again. On business is right where I stand. Never been slipping on sand. And man, I keep winning and winning again. Whoops, I did it again. I was the boy with the plan, that turned me into a man. And man, I keep winning and winning again. Oops, I did it again. On business is right where I stand. Never been slipping on sand. And man, I keep winning and winning again. Oops, I did it again. Oh man, there he goes again. Every quarter records rolling in. Then the quarters get to rolling in. Turning change right to paper. Turning paper to the banks. I can't lie, sucker, save it. So I slip some in the safe, throw the key on my mama. Been worried, but she knows where I've been. I've been grinding down dirty, stay awake till I can. Swear I'm tired, been hurting, but I stick to the plan. I'm alive, I ain't worried, leave the earth where I stand. I've been going through the motions, trying to find my way. Never notice if you notice, so I smile and wave. All dry, stay focused, setting my little pay. With the plan, that's the end of a man. And man, winning and winning again. Whoops, I did it again. Right back, never been sand. And man, I keep winning and winning again. Whoops, I did it again. I was the boy with the plan, that turned me into a man. And man, I keep winning and winning again. Whoops, I did it again. On business is right where I stand. Never been slipping on sand. And man, I keep winning and winning again. Oops, I did it again.
And it's exactly 27 minutes past 8 on a beautiful Tuesday morning, the 11th of August, 2026. And of course, you're asking yourself, why are we rocking hip-hop music on this beautiful Tuesday? And of course, you would know that today it's a hip-hop celebration day. If you're a huge fan of hip-hop music, this day it is observed, of course, to celebrate the history of hip-hop culture, you know, following what DJ Kool Herc influential in the 1937 Bronx event. Mr. B will come through and let you know on some of the insights of what he knows about hip-hop. But with that being said, of course, that's what we're going to be talking about later on. And you know that there's so much, of course, that we're going to be unpacking. It is your daily dose of positivity, accompanied by an energetic start to your day. A very good morning to you. Hope that you are doing well on this beautiful Tuesday morning and you are well rested, as we are from the long weekend, and we're celebrating Women's Day on Sunday, and still happy Women's Month to each and every woman out there. Hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show is the hashtag that you need to use, and if you want to connect with us across all social media platforms, we are Vooka Breakfast Show. If you want to send your voice notes on WhatsApp, our WhatsApp line is open for voice notes and for calls, and you can also leave your text right there. Dial the number 0604933226. That's 0604933226. It's a very cold morning and you're asking yourself what is going on. So this morning we are experiencing a what do you call this? Cold front, as you had on our news headlines when we started, that a wild weather has caused major road closures across Mzansi. So severe winter weather has caused widespread transport disruptions across parts of South Africa with snow, ice, and heavy rain and strong winds. And of course, if you are someone who is outside or have been outside this morning, you saw that it is very cold and it is very windy. So let's look into how is our weather looking like for this morning if you are in any of these cities. If you're in Johannesburg, we are currently experiencing 4 degrees Celsius with moderate rain. So if you're about to head out, make sure that you carry an umbrella to protect yourself from the rainfall. If you're in Cape Town, you're currently experiencing 12 degrees with clear skies. And then if you are in Durban, it is currently 15 degrees Celsius with light rain. Lastly, if you are in Pretoria, you are currently experiencing 7 degrees with moderate rain. So do make sure that you carry an umbrella. And then heading over to your market rates for this morning, the 11th of August 2026, let's look into how the rand is doing with other currencies out there. Starting off with the US dollar, the rand is currently trading at 16 rands 18 cents. The Great British Pound is currently trading at 21 rands 85 cents. Euro is currently trading at 18 rands 69 cents. Lastly, the Japanese yen is currently trading at 10 cents. And then heading over to your commodities, 1 barrel of Brent crude oil this morning will cost you 1,547 rands 11 cents, and gold is currently trading at 43,528 rands 45 cents. And then lastly, Bitcoin is currently trading at 1,247,914 rand 92 cents. So that's what we have for you this morning. And then we'll be back with your latest market rates tomorrow morning on August 12th, 2026. But as you always know, that I am not always rocking these mornings alone. I'm with the best team, the Breakfast Boys Club in the building, of course, featuring Kutlwano right there on the technicals, making sure that we keep you warm on cold and windy days like these ones. Joining me is Mr. B and MooCee. Mr. How's it going, my gentleman?
All is well, loving the weather. But I understand some people might not like it, but I'm doing good.
Is an understatement.
So, you know, there's an oxymoron, right? Mm-hmm. You get cold fire, right? So I think this is what we're experiencing right now, where personally, I mean, it's cold out there, but I'm out here rocking a t-shirt.
Yeah.
So yeah, I love this weather, Mo. Yeah. I love this weather. So yeah, I'm in good spirits. On your side, Mist?
Like it is an under.
So remember last week when we were playing with the delay effect, yeah, one of those orange knobs, right. You have to turn it all the way down. That's the one. There we go.
There we go. Not like it is an understatement. I'm dreading an absolutely, completely hating this weather. Completely. Like, there's no form, shape, manner, timeline. There's no era, period, world, universe that can ever make me love this weather, guys. I'm hating it. I'm absolutely hating it. But I also understand that we have to go through it. Like, there's no way around it. You know, you just have to
I know
suffer through it.
single people hate this.
It's not about being single or having a person. That has nothing to do with it. That has no effect on it whatsoever. But good morning. Hi, how are you doing? 32 minutes after the hour, 8 o'clock on a Tuesday morning. It is the 11th of August. And you know, if you've been hanging out with us since last year, you know that we have a very special birthday in the house this morning, man, which we celebrated over this weekend. I think the weekend was a good one. And I can't wait to find out from you how yours was looking like. Did you celebrate Women's Day? Did you go out perhaps, or did you stay indoors? We'd love to find out all of these things right here where radio meets TV, only and exclusively on the Vooka Breakfast Show, brought to you by the Blinko Network. And you know that you're always spending some great quality time, amazing quality time with myself, the one and only MWO, CEE Mist. My name is MooCee Mist, and I couldn't be happier to be both in your presence and in your company on this completely cold, rainy and cloudy Tuesday morning, the 11th of August 2026. We do what we always do right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show, which is giving you a daily dose of positivity that is accompanied by an absolute energetic start to the day. So much in store for you, because the Vooka Breakfast Show is the gift that keeps on giving. Get in touch with us across all our social media platforms using the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. So that's Vooka Breakfast Show on Facebook and all other social media platforms. But it also continues, right, where the interaction takes place on our WhatsApp line. Dial the number 060-493-3226. That's 060-493-3226. Comment, like, and subscribe, man, and do the things that are necessary to be done so that you and I and Mr. B and Mr. Mo and KT and everyone else who's part of the Vooka Nation can continue sharing our thoughts, our opinions, and everything else in between. Yes, sir.
Before we get into the highlights of Women's Day on how you know that
was celebrated.
Yes, celebrated Women's Day. Let's get into some of the comments that were coming through on YouTube. But the first comment came through from Ms. Tembi Mli saying, a very good morning, Vooka Nation, Underground Radio DB and fam, and our best energetic Vooka team on a rainy Tuesday. Hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. Hashtag Sivukile. Hashtag Happy Tuesday. Stay safe, take care of yourselves, be warm, and stay blessed. Thank you so much. That's exactly what we are.
Then on Sunday, we were able to go out again, you know, do the things. So, yeah, man, it was actually a good weekend.
It was a very good weekend. I mean, for me, the past 3 days were a blast.
Yes,
the past 3 days were a blast, and I enjoyed.
Do you feel like you ushered your birthday in?
Exactly.
In a very cool way.
Exactly. That's what I was telling my friends. You know, coming back yesterday. I mean, my birthday is today.
Yeah, but the weekend
we topped it up.
It was cool, né?
We topped it up. We made sure that I mean, for the fact that I'm the last one, right, to have a birthday, it felt like you run it all of them together.
That's so cool, man.
Yeah, it was great. And then Z Elizabeth, a very good morning. Saying, again, hashtag happy 320 episodes.
Which is crazy.
Crazy work, man.
Crazy work.
Right. It is episode number 320 and still counting, because we still have more episodes that we are going to have. And then Z comes through saying a very good morning, Vooka Nation, Underground Radio DBN, and the amazing energetic breakfast team. Hope you're keeping warm in the rainy Tuesday morning. Hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. A very good morning to you, Z. Hope that you are also having a good morning and your weekend was good. Let us know if you had a good weekend. Let us know the highlights right there in the comment section. And then Miss Q Rams coming through saying, morning team, hope you are good. Happy Tuesday. Hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. Hashtag Sivukile. Stay blessed. And then she comes through saying, happy birthday, Mr. Mo. Have a blessed. Yes, thank you so much for the birthday wishes. But with that being said, 37 minutes after the hour 8 o'clock, there is an interesting conversation I want us to have.
Yes, sir.
Because the president himself was speaking out against the Taliban bans on Afghan women on Women's Day.
Yeah, so this morning we come with a bit of a shocker, Mo, that did you know that in Afghanistan, girls are not allowed to continue beyond secondary education?
Secondary?
Yeah.
So they can only have primary?
They can only have primary, but beyond secondary, no, they cannot. They cannot do that. So since the Taliban returned in power in 2021, millions of Afghanistan girls have been excluded from classrooms, universities, and there's many aspects of how this came about. But then on the 9th of August, which was Sunday, right, when it was Women's Day, there was a lady from Afghanistan that came through and spoke about the atrocities that women face in Afghanistan. So it starts from the youngest of the youngest all the way to what would consider mature women, where it's allowed for men to beat up their wives and girls, you know. So she came through. So her name is I just saw it here.
The lady.
Yeah, Malala Yousafzai, right? So she's a Nobel Peace Prize winner, and she attended the event as a guest of honor, right? Yeah. And she reflected on her own journey after surviving a Taliban attack in 2012 for advocating girls' education. So Malala said the courage of South African women during the 1956 Women's March inspired her activism and reinforced her commitment to fighting for education and equality worldwide. Right. So alongside her was our president, where Ramaphosa also compared the restrictions imposed on Afghan women to South Africa's painful history under apartheid. So he noted that South Africans understand the consequences of laws that dictate where people can live, can work, can learn, as well as participate in society. So he argued that no government, ideology, culture, or religion can justify denying women their basic rights and dignity. Yeah. Right. So in 1956, that's where the march took place. So Bolile Ngoyi, all of these women, Rahima Musa, they marched because for them, black men were already carrying around the pass, Dompas, right? So they were trying to say that even black women should do the same. So at the time, I think it was the premier, Stradum, he had said that women should also carry my passes. And the women of that time said, no, they're not going to have that. So they marched onto the union buildings, and that's where the 9th of August Women's Day comes from, where they were saying, look, we're not going to do that, right? So, on Sunday, they were then talking about the economic and social impact that by excluding women, this is what happens. So for example, we know that there are certain careers that are occupied by women, like nursing, healthcare, and all of that. So studies have shown that in Afghan, these careers where women are now excluded from, there's a steady decline.
I can imagine.
So healthcare, like Abu Nesa, Baseko, Afghan. So it's becoming tougher and tougher because they're excluding women from these roles that they should, occupy. Yeah. So international agencies warn that the continued restrictions could have severe consequences for Afghanistan's future. So UNICEF has cautioned that the country could see tens and thousands of female teachers, healthcare workers by 2030, where there'll be a decline in these numbers, also including education. So the decline in women's participation in the workforce is already affecting essential services and long-term development. I mean, we think about these things nowadays, and we think, because in South Africa things are okay, that they're not happening, So the importance of Women's Day and why it matters is just to remind us, men, women, and everyone at large, Uguti, in the past there were acts against women to suppress them, whether it's through culture, whether it's through societal norms and means, but there has been that, and the onus is on us to change the narrative moving forward, So Women's Day event highlighted the struggles that women go through globally. So South Africa's celebration of the 70th anniversary of the 1956 Women's March became a platform to remind the world that access to education, employment, as well as public participation are fundamental human rights. And the stories of both Malala Yousafzai and the women of 1956 were presented as powerful examples of resistance against systems that seek to silence women.
Yeah.
Right. So that's the importance of Women's Day.
Women's Day.
And I mean, as mentioned, the likes of Lilieni, Raima Musa, these were the pioneers.
Yeah.
And there's a lady that is trying to put together a list of the 20,000 women that marched that day, because some of them are not known. It's just a handful where you have their names, but then she's put out a petition to say, hey, if any family knows Uti, my grandmother was part of the march and all of that, submit their names so that they can put it on record. Uti, these are the individuals that participated in the march. So if no Koko Mazi, Koko, did you march? Yes, then 100%. Submit their names.
I mean, when you look deep into the issue of oppressing women in other countries, and there are movies that are trying to depict and tell the story better so that people can understand. Because I forgot the name of the movie, but in that movie, what they use to oppress women, they use the Quran. So what they'll do, they go back to the verses in the Quran and read them aloud to the women right there. And I remember there was this lady who was teaching kids, in private, up until someone told the leader of the Taliban that we know someone, there was a mole inside, told someone that there's a lady who's teaching kids science, right? And when they went there, so they take out the kids and they take the husbands. So when they take out the husbands, they kill the husbands so that the women can learn that whatever you guys, if you disobey the Quran, these are the consequences that you are going to follow. Right. So it's deep within. As much as we are going to stand against what is happening in other countries, when you look into the history, like it goes back to say this thing has been happening for so many years.
I mean, also the Bible has been used as a tool for oppression. I mean, the very same Bible that we will read, where in the New Testament I might read the scripture that says, love your wives as Christ loved the church. And if you investigate how Christ loved the church, he loved the church to the point of death, where he died for the church, meaning that's the kind of love that he had for the wife, the wife, right? But then you will then find Abantu using the very same Bible, which the Bible says, women should, 1, 2, and 3. When women are eskathini, like the Bible says, they should not go anywhere, right? And all of that. So I've seen it from a religious standpoint. I've seen it from societal norms, where even just amongst us, the black culture in J, culturally so, there is that form of oppression that does take place against women, right? So I think it happens across the board, and it I don't know if the month of August is enough to shine spotlight because I think it was last year when the 15 minutes of you had to wear the color purple and people were to lie down for 15 minutes to resemble the passing of, because every 15 minutes a female is either oppressed or killed in SA every 15 minutes.
GBV,
right? GBV, exactly. So a lot needs to be done, but the president did declare it a national state of emergency against GBV. So hopefully we see more of these things come to the forefront.
Womandla to every woman out there. And I feel like when that happened, because I saw viral clips on social media when the Taliban got back into power, like so many people like fleeing Afghanistan, to a point that when they see a plane, on the road, like they will chase the plane, grab wheels, grab whatever that they can, so that they can fly out of the country. That's how bad it was. This also leads to these people being accepted in other countries to say, okay, guys, we welcome you to stay in the country. or maybe a new nation can be formed, right? These are the things that we can now look into. Okay, if these kind of things happen, do we stay for the oppression? Do we now stay and accept whatever that is happening and be oppressed for the rest of our lives? Or maybe we go out, start a nation, or go in nations where they feel like there isn't enough population, and then we can mix cultures and you know, try to find ways.
Because in the past, black women would fear the government, just the government in the past. But things are bad now, where they don't fear the government, but they fear the men in their lives now, right? So that's where the contrast is, where back then you just fear the system. But now it's no longer the system, it's the men around them, because they can't trust us as men around them. So a lot needs to be done, but also campaigns around men, because there's a guy that once said that if we focus on the men, and the men are responsible individuals in society, then the women will be safe. Right? So, sure, we focus on the women, but we also look at the boy child to make sure that they grow up to become responsible individuals, so that in a household they are the protectors as opposed to the perpetrators. Right? So we also need to look within ourselves as well.
Powerful. And of course, as we are wrapping up this conversation, happy Women's Day. I mean, I believe that each and every month is a day to highlight the importance of women playing huge roles in our lives. And something, of course, happened to me. It's a funny thing. So while we were out with my friends at this other social place, so what happened is I hit this lady by mistake on her forehead, all right? So she was bending.
Forehead to forehead.
No, like with my I'm showing right. So I leaned over to pick up something, a water bottle. So I didn't pay attention that she's also
wanting to pick up the same bottle or
another thing. So Mangtena. Yes. I mean, I was having like my fist was like this, and then it was like pa, and then she was like, ish. I was like, sorry. What she said, Are, I'm part of the stats. I'm like, hi boo. So I didn't get it, for a minute. I'm like, you
sugar mate. You are sugar mate.
But
I'm part of the GBV stats.
This could be a beautiful love story. Right? This is how we
classic movie.
How I Met Your Mother. I'm shining right.
Classic movie thing is where the girl drops the books.
People blow things out of proportion.
And the guy helps her out to pick up the books.
But imagine telling that story. I mean, people blow things out of proportion. You become this big public figure, and then you once told the story. The way I met my wife, I punched her on her forehead. You know what media people will do to that.
And
that's funny, man. I don't know.
That was a mistake, man. But did you get her numbers though?
No.
Just to check if
she's okay.
Right.
She didn't Vooka.
Interesting. And of course, there are so many things that need to be unpacked on this beautiful morning. Getting into some of the things that took place, of course, in history, and highlighting them because we do have some of the archives right here with us, and you're asking yourself what are those archives. And this one is very interesting. I feel like it can bring a lot of controversy in social media if one starts this, because one of the genres, Amapiano, people were having debates on who started Amapiano, right? So I'm seeing that on this day it was the birth of hip-hop in 1973. So on the 11th of August 1973, DJ Kool Herc hosted a back to school party in the Bronx in New York. His innovative use of two turntables extended rhythmic breaks and laid the foundation of hip-hop culture. The event is widely recognized as the birth of modern hip-hop influencing music, fashion, youth culture around the world. Is how true is this? That hip-hop, the birth of hip-hop was on this day in 1973.
I mean, because here, he's just a DJ, so to speak.
Yeah.
But obviously hip-hop itself, as in the art form of speaking over beats, started way before that. But in terms of popularizing it, 100%.
Yeah.
But this started as poetry back then.
Yeah.
And then eventually, because even with poetry, it was done over beats, over drums and all of that. And some will argue, nah, this thing ain't true, man.
Yeah.
This thing started right here in Africa, right? Because that's how we would sit around a campfire and
tell stories
around the campfire and then have poetry. So hip-hop started in Africa.
Yeah.
But I would say hip-hop in its current form, 100%, it's in the US, and it was done. So he popularized it, and I'm an avid lover of it today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. And of course, that leads to the day that's being celebrated, which is Hip Hop Celebration Day. It is observed annually on this day. Hip Hop Celebration Day commemorates the birth of hip hop culture following a DJ Kool Herc influential 1973 Bronx event. The significance of this day is to celebrate music and dance. Who is a huge fan of hip hop here? I know you are the biggest fan. I am a biggest fan of SA hip hop. I love South African hip hop, guys. Come on.
That you do, Shane. That you do.
Yeah, no. I'm on the opposite end of this one.
Jazz hip hop.
No. Something hip hop. But look, I sure go for it.
No, you go for it.
Look, I have nothing against it. It's just a genre that I don't enjoy listening to.
Yeah.
I have absolutely nothing against it. I remember back in high school, you know how I've always spoken about. There was a time in my life growing up where I was quite into rapping, right? And that's where Mist comes from. That's where the name Mist comes from. Because it's sort of like an unwritten rule, an unofficial rule in the hip hop and rap spaces where you sort of have, I don't want to say an alter ego, but like a nickname or a rap name, right?
Yeah.
So that's where the name Mist comes from. And this is way back in the day, I think, 2009, 2010, when I started going by Mist first, and then eventually I added the MooCee, the MooCee Mist. But yeah, I have nothing against the genre and the movement in itself. It's just I don't gravitate towards it. Much like I know you wouldn't necessarily, Mr. B, listen to a Winston Mankukungozi like that. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And there's nothing wrong. At least I think so. But yeah, I can appreciate a good hip hop song. I can. I mean, I took the time to learn the lyrics to "It Was All a Dream." I used to read What Up magazine, Salt and Pepper, things like that. So I can appreciate a good hip hop song. But would it be a song that I would randomly listen to in my spare time? Not really, no.
Yeah.
Would I find myself like at a hip hop show where I'm the one who's initiating going? No. But if Mr. B says, hey, MooCee, Mr. Donald Chaperando, I'm going to get us tickets, let's go hang out. Absolutely, let's go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. So on this morning, the 11th of August, we're celebrating hip hop. And if maybe you're not a fan or you are a fan, which song would you recommend someone who's listening and watching right now to listen?
There's quite a number of songs, because even within hip-hop itself, there's rap music, right? And there's storytelling as well. Like, so I'm going to go off the rails more and not talk about, people that are commercially known. There's a guy called Kool G Rap.
Kool G Rap.
Kool G Rap with the K. Kool
I thought
G Rap, right?
Yeah. Kool
G Rap as a storyteller, like no one comes close to him.
Yeah.
Right? No one comes close to him. So, for storytelling, I would recommend Kool G Rap.
Where is he from? Is he
the
South
US?
African? Or US?
From the US, right? Because when you watch a movie,
yeah,
and you see a fight scene,
Yeah.
like over John Wick, he's able to do that with words.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Picture John Wick fighting,
Okay.
and or John Wick making an escape, because now that he disobeyed the hotel the high table, now he has to run away. So the way Kool G Rap would put it in words is like, the next day about 7:45, I heard a squeak on the staircase, got the gat from under the pillowcase.
Yay.
Somebody broke in, and I see my shorty fully awoken. Like, I jumped over the...
He paints the
I
picture
landed
for
on,
you.
like, he paints the picture.
I see what you mean.
His articulation, his wording is just on point. And then others have used the hip-hop to create imaginary hip-hop or fantasy hip-hop, right?
Okay.
But some might argue, but these people are talking about things that are real, because you know how you hide fact behind fiction.
Sure.
So you get Last Cat Jungle Emperor, where he talks about these worlds
Yeah.
that you live in. But some might argue that it's spiritual. And then you get the likes of Eminem, where it's like they talk about, well, obviously it has changed over time, but when he came out as the Slim Shady character, Lapo, he was talking just about
Life.
him being rude.
Yeah.
It was just coarse and then you get hip hop that talks to what's actually happening, freedom fighting. Tupac was one of them, where he's talking about the struggle, Lady Liberty. Like, he was just going against even presidents, mentioning presidents in his songs and all of that. So there's quite a lot within the genre itself.
Yeah.
And then last week I was asking you about this one from the UK, right? Where it sounds like they're
Central
talking.
C.
I don't understand it, but look, it is a descendant of hip hop
I
nonetheless.
got too many
right?
girls, too many girls.
It is. It is a descendant. So it's like,
Look, I mean, I also feel like in the world of hip hop, I feel like there needs to be a balance. As much as we have the bubble gum, we also need, the
Conscious
storytellers. Yeah, the conscious rap.
Conscious rap.
Because I feel like conscious rap, it's the one that's keeping, the bubble gum alive. If you remove conscious rap, trust me, hip hop is dead. It will die. It will die.
I mean, yes and no, I guess.
Yeah.
Look, some of us, when back in the day, when we were introduced to ciphers, you would know Graveyard, Moeketsi.
I've ciphered that quite a number of times.
Yeah, go Graveyard, Mole. But when I was now starting to write my own stuff as well, Bus Stop was the thing. Remember, I've always mentioned in our era. And all of these schools would come together on a Friday afternoon and would hang out there. But I think it's an interesting back and forth, between the spaces within the hip hop space in itself. Where I remember back in the day, I was one of the youngest rappers, right, in the cypher, and I was beatboxing and stuff like that. And we had like matriculants and first year students coming to hang out with us. But also you'd find bubblegum rappers wanting to come to the cyphers, right? And this is the era where people like Lil Wayne were getting more popular. That like the 2010s basically. And so these guys would come to the cyphers, and conscious underground cypher rappers like myself, but these older kids would just chase them away. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
That's not what we do here.
We're not on the same level.
Because they would want to come with... There was this thing, remember when you play music with your phone and hold the phone like this to just enhance the
beat,
volume? Yeah. So they come with their own beats and be like, guys, that's not what we do here. Almost everything that we do here is improv, is top of head. You know how H-Mac does it, top of the dome. So I think it's an interesting thing. But whether or not hip-hop would die... I don't know, man. I don't know, because one thing I also learned, I can't remember who this was, but he mentioned that people like Drake and Kendrick and all of these big, well-known rappers and hip-hop cats in the game, for them to get a nice following, they would firstly have to create circular music, right? Music that would get people pumping and dancing and vibing, and then the next work then released would be slightly deeper and slightly more storytelling and slightly more conscious, because you've harnessed and garnered this following and people trust. Now, lyric banana, that guy, he drops, man.
Yeah.
And until we start listening, what? This guy's actually deep, man. This guy is deep, But yeah, man, I mean, conscious for me, if I were to start listening to rap, man, I think conscious rap is where it's at, man. Like, we were fascinated by metaphors, Mr. B.
Would you say J. Cole is conscious?
I don't know. I've heard that he is. I haven't listened like that. Okay. I've heard
middle
that he
child.
Is. J. Cole, Kendrick, people who follow that space and listen to them say that they're quite deep and they're nice storytellers. But I wouldn't,
because there's individual like line one that will make you think for
a second.
Not even a second, like your entire life.
Sure.
Yeah.
There's this song, there's no such thing than a life that's better than yours. Like, that's it.
Like, love yours.
Love yours like it's tanned.
Do you think you'd go back to writing? And like
guys, I am, because I feel like I owe it to myself. So,
but something like a 5-song EP.
I mean, like I want to drop a full album and then sell it on disc. But what I want to do is I want to create an album because I feel like I owe it to myself. But I'm scared because who knows? Maybe it might even blow up. And like, guys,
and now you have to follow up on it.
That wasn't the intention. It's like now I need to go.
Now you have to start traveling and performing.
Because I've recorded a number of songs, but I haven't really put together
a work.
Yeah. But here's the difference. I feel like manje, I've got a lot to say about the current state of living.
Yeah.
Relationships, me as a father,
friendships,
as a friend, life in general. So I've got a lot to pour in manje.
You can name your album Me as a Father.
You know what I mean?
Look, I mean, I feel like there are other South African hip-hop artists that a lot of people are sleeping on, right? And I mean, I would say people are sleeping on Java, man.
Java.
Yeah.
Yes.
People have
call us
Java.
And I haven't given him a chance, honestly speaking.
Yo, guys, Java is a storyteller. Yo, I think there's a song that he dedicated to women, Impilo, talking about GBV. Uguti, if you stay there and you're, beaten up, just leave, my sister. Your life is more important than what you are being given in a relationship, right? But other lyrics, when you go to Bo Migos name, because there's so many things that these guys say. For example, Offset verse, bad and bougie. My B is bad and bougie. Cooking up a D with an Uzi. My N is savage. Ruthless, we got 30s and 100 rounds too. My B is bad and bougie. F on your B, she's a thought. Cooking up D in a crock pot. We came from nothing to something. I don't trust nobody. Grip the trigger, call up the gang, and they come and get ya. Cry me a river, give you a tissue. So when you
okay, yeah. Look, there's a market for these things. That's the thing. I think what we don't realize with music, or not even realize, but what we're not conscious of fully so, is that there is a market out there for
There's
people who we were talking about metal rock the other time. Music that distorts your circadian rhythm and just puts you off. There's a platform and a market. There's people who go crazy over it.
Face tats.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? Putting tears like this down your face, and like there's a market for that.
6ix9ine.
But yeah, man, it's just interesting to witness like people enjoying that kind of music.
It is.
like pumping to the bad bougie. But like, I don't get it.
Have you guys seen reactions online where you get different generations reacting to certain hip hop songs?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you would get songs like Obor, Dear Mama, and you have these Americans, like these white Americans from Texas, reacting to it. Or the son brings the parents together, like, hey guys, listen to this.
Yeah.
So even within hip hop, there are songs where you can tell this is motivational, inspirational. So like Dear Mama is one of those where whenever they bring Abantu to come and react to it, they're like, wow, I didn't know. There's this side of the rap where it's like poetry and it's clean. Because I remember watching one where this guy kept on saying, well, it's clean. There's no cussing. It's clean. It's clean. So
Dex.
There's a lot to hip-hop music.
I want you to guess.
Sure.
I just, read out the lyrics that are Offset on this song. My B is bad and bougie. Guess how many views it got? Just take a wallet.
Views or streams.
The 1B.
Views.
1B.
A music video.
Yeah, 1 billion.
1.3 billion.
It's crazy, guys.
1.3 billion views.
It's crazy. I mean, there's rappers like Obuti Tebogo, Proverb, who never cusses in his music. Ever. Clean. But the wording and just how he tells, that guy is crazy. And he never uses one swearing word in his stuff. And he comes from that 90s, late 80s, 90s era, where in his early years he went to Jam Alley. There's a video I saw on social media. And he was on Jam Alley and it's like, yeah, bottom right, like it's, it's like, what?
A boy from Kimberley.
Yeah, man,
You know that song of the Writers Pact, the Writers Guild, or whatever.
Okay.
I don't write to write. I write what is left, and whatever is right, I live.
That's what fascinated us. That's what fascinated us, Mr. P.
Yeah.
Growing up, I remember about Daffy, Eisenhide. You can even hear from the names. There was a talk guy called Catalyst, and these guys have personas, man. It's like, do you get what I'm trying to say? There was this thing. We were fascinated by metaphorical wording and saying things but not saying it, and that's how I got into the game, and I would always find inspiration from watching movies like 8 Mile. There's another movie, this guy is a poet, and he's falsely arrested, or he's arrested on a drug charge, but gets bail. And when he goes to they call recreation again, when they're out in the sun for that 1 hour during the day and whatever, these guys are out to jump him. And he's sitting there by himself and he's worried. I have no affiliation, I have no alliances whatsoever. And he's a sort of tall, slender guy with dreads like this, and he's sitting there, and these guys are about to approach him, and he starts spitting bars. Like real life stuff. Out in the rec area, the people are lifting weights and playing basketball and whatever else, right? And you know how it is when they depict them, that the Latinos will be there, the blacks, the white guys, the Russians, all of those guys. And he starts spitting bars. And everyone is sitting there and just listening to him. And all of them back off.
Yeah.
Because of what he said and how he said it. And he gets out and he starts dating this lady who's a poet as well, and they start doing like poetry slams and poetry clubs and stuff like that. And just listening to them, man, I always get inspiration. Let me just like go back, like write one page. Like that era of literally pen and paper to
16.
You understand? Yeah, man. So I can remember like those days, man. Recalibrating, regrabbing the mic 1 second, and like kid from the west side representing. Yes, sir.
Look at hip hop coming back again.
Absolutely.
Right here. I mean, asking yourself what are we celebrating? This is all about the hip hop celebration day, because hip hop was born on this day, 11 August 1973. Don't forget that. Go tell your friends, I know when hip hop was given birth, right? But speaking of celebrations, we know that we always shine what do you call it, spotlight on celebrities that are growing up. If you know anyone who's growing up today and you'd like to give them a special happy birthday shout out, you can do so by coming through on the comment section and using the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show, and let us know who is growing up. And we do have some of the celebrities that we are sharing birthdays with, and that's what we're going to be beginning with before we do the special shout outs to ourselves or anyone who would like to do that. Starting off with the first person that you are sharing a birthday with on this day is Steve Wozniak, who's turning 76 years. He's an American engineer, technology pioneer, best known for co-founding Apple. His rise to fame is he designed the Apple I and Apple One and Apple II computers. He played a key role in the personal computing revolution. Interesting fact about him, he's often called Woz and remains active in technology, education, and philanthropy. So happy huge birthday to Steve. Wait, there's Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak.
Yeah.
I never.
Well, Steve Boy too. But Steve Jobs is more out there, right?
Yeah.
But then as the co-founder, I mean, he was very instrumental in establishing Apple to what it is today. But yeah, again, you might find that in a partnership, one will get more famous because let's say they're the spokesperson or they're the ones that do all the speeches out there. But Steve Wozniak, absolute engineer in his own right, and Apple exists today because of him as a co-founder.
Interesting. And then another one that we are sharing a birthday with is the famous and the beautiful Viola Davis. She's turning 61 years this day. She's one of the most acclaimed performers of her generation. Her rise to fame, she is known for Fences, The Help, and How to Get Away with Murder.
Yes, sir.
I think the first time I saw her was in Suicide Squad. Yeah, that was the first time I was exposed to Viola Davis. Suicide Squad. Right? And then, interesting fact about her, an Oscar, an Emmy, and Tony winner. And she's married to Julius Malema. I'm sorry, that's a joke. Julius Tenon. Julius Tenon is the spouse of Viola Davis. And another man that we have right here is Chris Hemsworth. Thor.
Yes, sir. God of Thunder.
Gained global recognition playing Thor in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. His rise to fame transitioned from Australian television to a major Hollywood production. He starred in action, adventure, and drama films. Interesting fact about him, he frequently listed among the world's highest paid actors. Oof.
Yeah, I just do 1 or 2 movies and I'm set for life.
Yeah, you're good for life.
That's the goal here. That's the goal. Funny character that he played was in Horrible Bosses. Horrible Bosses 2. That's because that's comedy.
I like him.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? Because we know him as this, like, what's that movie where he's a soldier and he's
not 13.
In the 2020s, man, during COVID. Extraction. Right, to those action. There's another one where the town is invaded by Russian police and armies and whatever, and him and his younger brother have to rally everyone in the town to fight. Like action is his thing. You know, he's that big guy, but to play comedy, it's like, wait, what? But also he played in, what's that movie with Melissa McCarthy? Ghostbusters. The reboot of Ghostbusters.
He's also in the new Men in Black, ne?
The Men in Black, yes, with Tessa Thompson.
Yes, Tessa Thompson.
So it's interesting some of the roles that he's taken. And it seems like a very cool guy, Chris Hemsworth.
And then the last one that we have is Amber Davids. She's turning 61 years. She's a South African-born actress known internationally for film and television work. Her rise to fame appeared in Schindler's List, Matilda, and The Amazing Spider-Man.
Really?
She was born in the United States and raised right here in Mzansi. Interesting fact about her, has enjoyed a successful career across Hollywood and television, and she is currently married to Jason Sloan, or Sloan, because she's
there's a girl we call Sloan, and her name is Sloan.
Sloan. Interesting. So those are the celebrities that we have, and special mentions and shout out anyone you know who's growing up.
I mean, our very own KT.
Yeah.
Celebrated her birthday yesterday, man. Kutano celebrated her 24th birthday, right? Yesterday. She came in studio this morning rocking a new hairstyle, things of that nature. Very, very cool stuff. So happy belated, KT. Happy belated to you. We really hope. KT. Kutano, we really hope that you enjoyed your weekend, and that, the rest of the year will be filled with amazing stuff, man. You're part of the family now, part of the Vooka Nation.
So, Kutlana, your birthday was when?
10th, yesterday.
10th, right.
On the 10th of August. But then, of course, our very own son of Mother Nature. Is there someone else?
Yeah, so...
I don't know anyone. Well, there is a few people.
The other one, of course, she's our one here. She's a family member, and she's been with us, a few episodes, and we also went to
Queen! Queen celebrated her birthday.
Queen the Empowerer.
This past weekend, I think on Sunday.
Yeah. Yesterday.
Was it yesterday?
Yeah, yesterday.
Oh, so Queen and Kutlano share the same birthday. I forgot about that.
Right, which is very interesting. So
what now? 55.
Queen is 72. Queenie.
We're just playing. We're just playing.
Oh, Queen, Queen celebrated her birthday.
But you guys share a birthday with Kylie Jenner. I'm talking about Kylie Jenner. right?
Okay.
Yeah, as well as Antonio Banderas.
Oh,
Antonio Banderas.
Nice
Guys,
one.
August
Nice
is full of stars, man.
Nice
It's
one.
full of stars. Yo.
As well as Adolf Hitler. I'm joking.
But yeah, there's one or two people that I know of. Today, a family relative, Lebogang Shol, is celebrating a birthday. This evening. Today, on this day, Lebogang is celebrating a birthday. There's also a cool guy, Uliza, Soda. He goes by Soda.
Yeah.
He's celebrating his birthday today as well. But of course, the other major one is our very own.
Yes, sir.
Son of Mother Nature. Yes, sir. The son of Mother Nature is celebrating his birthday, man. Moeketsi, my money. Shout out to you, my brother.
Man, thank
shout
you so
out
much,
to you.
guys.
Shout
Thank
out
you so
to
much
you.
for the wishes, for the love, and the messages, guys.
Yeah,
that you are
man.
sending right there on YouTube. Also, on
your
my
day is
personal
coming with
WhatsApp.
such horrible weather, but maybe it's blessings.
I'm loving
It's
it. I
blessings.
mean, I got rained on today, so
heading over to work.
yeah, I got showers. Blessing,
Man.
no, blessing and showers, man. Yes, today is my birthday. I mean, I am excited. I mean, because we were talking about celebration. Go say, hey, what are we doing? I'm like, guys, when you are growing up, the only thing that we appreciate is you being here with us. As long as I'm here, we'll see. But I'm joking. I'm having me and my friends. We moved the plans that we had today to Saturday. So
This coming Saturday.
yeah. So I will be with my friends, or maybe if you want to come through, celebrate with me, we can do and talk something on the side.
I will.
Interesting.
So there's a picture that I want to show of
It's
us.
a birthday month.
Birthday months. There's a picture I want to show of Mo and myself from this past Saturday, right?
Yeah.
I think we did mention that we're going to be on the decks this past weekend.
Yeah.
Both on Saturday and on Sunday. So you'll see it now if you're hanging out with us on YouTube. But yeah, this is a very cool picture I think we took just to commemorate, right, what happened over this past weekend, which was very, 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 very cool stuff. There we go.
It was a blast.
There we go.
And I think I also have a picture to share. On this day, what took place. I mean, look at that, man. Look at that.
So
we
this
went
is
out.
The place that we were playing at, Mr. B, on Saturday, man. And it was such
Cement
a,
road.
but it was such a jump, man. We played a solid 3 hours, man. Arthur was there, Mo's friend. Shudu was there as well, and it was very cool, man. Very, very, very cool stuff. You also have a picture, I know.
Yeah, so I have a picture that I want to share, and it happened right here in the studio. And I think a lot of people won't believe, when they see this.
Is this
it was
the one
very
with you and Mr.
interesting.
B?
Yeah,
When
yeah.
when Mr. Pete did fish, I think.
Ne
ne?
go nkga fish
Ah,
mo
man.
studio. Yeah, fish was dlalaring abantwana, but I'm struggling to find
it.
the picture, but we'll show it later while we still continue. But an interesting fact about me: I'm an Oscar winner, Emmy winner, so I have multiple accolades, guys.
Okay.
So I have
Basanya,
multiple.
Basanya.
But yeah, some of the comments were coming through right there on YouTube.
Yeah, man.
And Miss Q came through, said, morning team, hope you are good. Happy Tuesday. Hashtag Vooka breakfast show. Stay Vugile, stay blessed. Happy birthday, Mr. Mo. Have a blessed year. Thank you so much. And then Martin Mimni coming through saying, happy birthday to our king. From now on. King.
Utino King.
And then Z coming through saying, happy birthday to you, son of Mother Nature. Blessing upon you. Thank you so much. And then Semami Kalane joining in the chat saying, good morning, Vooka Nation. What a beautiful weather on this Tuesday. Stay warmer and stay blessed. It is beautiful. Beautiful things. Happy birthday, Mr. Mo. Have a mint one. Thank you so much. And of course, another one, our own Mpanji saying good morning. Hashtag Vooka breakfast show. Hashtag Underground Radio Fam, all the Sowetans and the rest of South African out here. Hashtag Revugile. And the snowy Tuesday, everyone must enjoy their day and keep warm. It's good to hear from you, my good sir.
Yeah, it is actually.
It is. And then he comes through saying, "Aw munna, aw mo munna, wa hola today. Happy birthday, my dog. Have a great one and keep warmer. We know these aren't your weathers. No, this is my weather, my chief. This
man.
one.
Nice one, man. Nice one. So
it's a good
I think
one.
what is absolutely fitting with celebrating all these birthdays, man, is to say that from us as the Vooka Breakfast Show, the broadcasting boys, and the Vooka Nation and the Blinko Network, and as well as Underground Radio GPN, we would love to say happy birthday! Hip hip hooray!
Hip hip
Hooray! Hooray! Mo, my brother,
Beautiful.
I really hope that the rest of the year, the day, the week, the month will be filled, as well as to you, KT, will be filled with nothing
It's our birthday.
but absolute blessings, love, laughter, all things great and amazing, and success in abundance. Happy birthday, man. Shout out. Shut
you
up,
so much,
man.
guys.
Shout out to you. Shut up.
Shout out to me, guys. Shout out to
Man,
me.
nice
Shout
one.
out to me.
Nice
Shout out to me. And of course, if you happen to know anyone who is celebrating their birthday and you would like to give them a special shout out, please do so by using the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. And then, I can see some of the comments were coming through, and we have a voice note on WhatsApp. So what I am going to do is to play the voice note from the one and only Noluta.
Good morning, everyone. Hope you are doing well in this cold and beautiful weather. Bacha belung. Anyway, I would like to wish Moeketsi, my money, a happy birthday. Momo, Moza, Mo. Happy birthday. May the loving God be with you and be before you. May God grant you all your heart desires. May He stand with you, stand by you, and stand before you. May He favor you today. May all the doors that you have knocked on in the previous, may they start opening right now. Happy birthday.
Man, happy birthday.
I love you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that warmer message. And I'm still looking for this picture, man. But it's fine.
We
Really?
found it, yeah.
There we go. Man. Can you please? Thank you so much for finding that one, because I was looking at it yesterday and I'm like, okay, this is a beautiful memory.
This was like a year ago.
Yeah, what really happened and
guys,
took
we should
place
start
right
cooking
here.
again.
Guys,
Yeah, no, absolutely.
We need to start cooking again. It's been
and I remember you did the whole dish.
yeah, fish, the
Yes.
chips,
Yeah, Chef B,
the salad,
Chef Mapanza.
Hi, man. Chef
It turns out, because I confronted her.
I told you again. I told you. That's why I was asking you.
I'm the only one who's supposed to call you that.
But yeah,
I didn't know. I just thought it's a nickname because,
No, there's a priest, Mapanza. Pani is his name, so the nickname is
I just hope he's
Mapanzam.
a good person. I don't want to be called by.
The funniest thing that I always get on my birthday is a message from my dad. So my dad will ask his colleagues, to write a message, and you can see Jorge, this is a lady who was writing. So he would ask someone to say,
Baby boy.
"Kopong let message,"
Why-
because my dad would call me my dearest.
So, but later he doesn't proofread the message. I edit it.
So the message reads as for say, "Happy birthday to you, my dear."
Can we read it instead? Because
Okay, let's see what we have here.
I mean, this one is short this year, but
Last year's one was long.
it was long, and you can see alright.
Okay, so firstly,
This is a lady.
he sent like 2 cake emojis, right? That's the first part. And then he goes, "Happiest birthday to you, my dearest. May the Almighty protect and bless you every day, very much so." I love it. That's cool.
Beautiful, man. It's beautiful.
Though. Because you are his dearest. You know? I think we have this thing as male children, but we don't want to be called that dearest. But it's a beautiful message, man. I mean, but we also have Umaningi coming through on YouTube saying, Kante, it is the 11th of August. Happy birthday, Mo. Enjoy your day. And ukule ulingane nami. Sikhona khona. Ihawule insizwa. Umaningi. Black man.
Black Maningi the peacemaker.
Black Maningi the peacemaker.
Black label.
But shout out, guys, shout out. We're gonna enjoy. But there's cool things, Mr. B, I'm sure on the WhatsApp there. Queen Miss Q Ram sent a couple of pictures, right, from this past Sunday. Which, guys, more I think I wish you could have been there, my brother. I so wish that you could have been there. Hey man, it was a jump, man. It was he's watching at the picture of me on Dura. It was a jump, man. It was a jump. So we were out there for the Imbiza cookout.
Yeah.
And this one was the last one that was happening at Styles Joint, right here in Dobsonville, right? I think I'm not too sure about where the next one is going to happen. But yeah, so that's a picture of me and Dura just preparing on the decks. And then there's also another picture of Miss Q Rams, Mapule Pesi, and the other friend, Queen, please remind us of her name. But yeah, that's the picture of Dura and I on
the decks.
On the decks. I'm man, I wish you could have been there. Yo, guys. Yo.
It was a blast.
You know that man, Kuos, the one we always show you on Mondays. Man, you know. But then that's the picture of Miss Q Rams and Mapule. And the ladies out there, man. It was such a jump.
Wait, are they showing their rings? Is it like?
I'm thinking that as well. But the ring is on the wrong finger.
This is what alcohol does to you.
Women's Day. Get on it. Get do Women's Day. You know. But yeah, it was such a cool night.
It really looks like everyone is having fun here.
We did the things, and then we have one last picture of Kutlanu. Is this past Saturday, this past weekend, or Sunday?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, yesterday on your birthday. Okay. I see you, Katie.
Rocking her new dress right there.
And the new hairstyle, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Going out slaying. Last layer, kid.
Playing with other kids out and about, right? So such cool celebrations, I think, that happened over this past long weekend.
Yeah.
You'll see the picture of Kutlanu in a second, man. But hey, man, Sunday Costa, man, it was such a jump more. It was
proper.
Man. It was.
There she is. But I asked her this morning, did she go on a date? She just laughed and kept quiet.
She didn't repeat.
You see, this is a very special occasion
whatsoever.
Yeah. And who took this picture? Who took this picture? Because you can't take such a picture of yourself, right? If it was of yourself, it would have been like a young selfie.
Why won't I get special occasion?
Show them the picture. Don't be scared. Look, she's wearing heels, white dress. This looks like Monte Cassino, man. It is, right?
Okay.
Yeah, no, man. She went on a date. She's
with someone, Yana.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. That's a nice way to celebrate your birthday, man. So happy birthday to everyone, guys. And the weekend was such a cool one. So we'd love to hear from you. How did your weekend look like? And what did you get up to this past weekend? Celebrating people's birthdays, other celebrations. Maybe you went out, on a date, or maybe you were indoors hanging out with family. We'd love to hear from you using the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. And you can also dial the number 060-493-3226 so that we can also show your picture or your video right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show, where radio meets TV. We've been talking for a while. Quickly, in less than 2 minutes, we're going to run, pay our bills, grab something to drink, warm ourselves up with steaming hot coffee or tea, and then you and I and the rest of the team will see each other right after this.
I just wanna be free. Finally. I wanna be free. I wanna be free. Finally. I wanna be free. Finally. I always daydreaming, never imagined I lose my spark. Living in this crazy time, putting back back the pieces of my mind. I know how to run from the dark and fly. Take a breath, feel my wings spread, levitate into the clouds. I'm so high above the ground. I'm rising. I'm soaring above it. It all. I just wanna be free. Finally, I wanna be free. I wanna be free. Finally, I wanna be free. Living for weekends, wishing I could take a break from this world. Running on a hamster wheel, but searching for something I can't feel. I just wanna be a lost girl and fly. Take a breath, feel my wings spread, levitate above the ground and make eye contact with clouds. Now I'm rising, I'm soaring above it. It all. I just wanna be free. Finally, I wanna be free. I wanna be free. Finally, I wanna be free. I always stay dreaming, never imagined I lose my spark. Living in this crazy time, putting back the pieces of my mind. I know how to run from the
Yes, sir. Coming to you live all the way from the Vooka studios in the Blinko, as the Blinko Network, as the Vooka Breakfast Show, where radio meets TV only and exclusively. The time right about now is 35 minutes after the hour 9 o'clock. We only have more or less about 20-25 minutes to go before we call it a morning on this cold Tuesday morning on the 11th of August 2026. Still celebrating birthdays and all things great and amazing. Hang out with us right here where we give you your daily dose of positivity that is accompanied by an energetic start to the day. Hang out with us, share your thoughts and your opinions and everything else in between. Use the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show, and of course you can also dial the number 060-493-3226. Before we go on, there's a voice note that Queen sent there, Mr. Mo, so that we can hear from her. But the friend that is in the picture is Uite. She came there. You know how people guys, I don't understand. Maybe because I do the work myself. But she came there on the decks, and I think Queen Omapule took a video in a picture, and we put the earphones on her, and she could hear the music that we were mixing. That was just a vibe, man. You know, my friends were also there. They were genuinely surprised and shocked, because I think they've seen videos, but seeing a video of Mr. B presenting and maybe doing his thing and working is different to actually sitting here and seeing us, like, wow, guys, like
pretty soon, because
you're gonna be able to hang out.
Yeah, because we're looking at having a live audience soon. So it will most likely be Lairi Sofeng or Maponya Mall. But when we do announce those dates, you can come through, hang out with us live in person, and you can see us do the things.
Yeah. So that was very cool, man. So it is the friend. So let's hear the voice note, Mr. Mo.
MooCee, that lady's name, no, like, Itebring is married, so she likes showing off every night. So we're following length of the because the sister we it's not alcohol.
So they were following the pose.
Oh, it's not
every time
alcohol.
they
But
taking
where's
pictures.
the ring though?
Ite
Whose
is like,
ring?
hi.
So her ring is not showing in
Queen
this
is
picture.
wearing Ite's ring.
Oh,
But Queen has the ring on the wrong finger. Queen, are you trying to tell us something? But Queen maybe was already caught. But very cool stuff, man. It was a jump.
Interesting.
Yes, sir.
Interesting. So, of course, you know that there's always something that is taking place on our social media streets. That's what we're going to be filling in with you right now. Filling you in with you. Okay.
Take your time, Baba.
yes.
Take your time. Keep it there. That's my so cool.
But yeah,
you with love.
later,
Feeling you.
later,
Feeling you. Now it's
later, we're going to be talking about the hidden cost of love, financial risk for women in relationship.
I've seen this.
Women take more financial risk in relationship. Yes, sir. Or no, let us know. I'm right there on the comment section. But going into the social media streets, we woke up into a viral video
Yeah.
of Limpopo boy, right? And the scenes that we saw, they were not, as good for a public figure as him.
I haven't seen the video, but you know when people say, "Don't think of an elephant,"
You
first
would
thing
go.
you think of an elephant. So I know people are gonna go and look
search
for that video.
for the
But
video.
anyway, yeah.
Yeah, because it went
trending.
viral. I got back home about 2:30. At 3:00 when I opened my Facebook, like it was being shared, right? And I think they removed the video because of there are some of the things that are going to happen, like repercussions. If you share the video and they saw good at your page, you're going to get attacked. But you're asking yourself what really happened. So a South African dancer and entertainer, Limpopo boy, whose real name is Robert Madome Toka, has responded after a private footage linked to him circulated widely online. His management described the distribution as unauthorized and malicious, stating that the material was obtained and shared without consent.
What?
A statement issued by his management condemned the circulation of the footage and called it a serious invasion of privacy. The team urged the public not to download, share, or engage with the content, warning that doing so could cause further harm and may have legal consequences. Management said cybersecurity specialists have been brought in to investigate how the material was accessed and distributed. Legal representatives are also working with online platforms to remove links and copies of the footage. The incident has sparked widespread discussion on social media, with many commentators focusing on digital privacy, consent, and the risk associated with the authorized sharing of private material. Limpopo's boys team has requested privacy while the matter is investigated and appropriate action is taken.
So he was hacked.
He uploaded because we saw the videos on his story. Right.
Guys, then
So I'm trying to see if I can find it here. But yeah, there's a couple
it's
of.
a very what do you call it?
I'm sorry. Like I mean, you uploaded it, but beyond that, some people can argue, Guti. Yes, it is a private video.
Yeah.
But we understand, Guti, these types of videos.
Yeah.
Which is pelelapi.
Yeah, because allegedly he slept with the wife of his friend, or the guy that they are in the same circle, right? And right now the guy is going through a lot. The family had to intervene to say, guys, can we have some moment of privacy, because you guys have been sharing stuff to us and you want us to take action in what is happening right now, right? So management Limpopo boy also came through to say, guys, please stay out of this. This is a private matter and we are going to handle it.
I'm sorry, but remember we established that social media is a public space, and because he uploaded the video publicly, then What do you mean we should stay out of this?
It's a public platform.
It's a public platform. So Mo, to stay out of this, what do you mean?
Yeah.
Right. So, I don't want to entertain this, but I'm just saying, Guti, but this thing was, yeah.
So I think, and we have spoken about this, I think, sometime last year, but we should maybe make it another conversation, a topical discussion. Unfortunately, the rule of the game is that once you are in the public eye and you're a public figure, or you are a figure who's working in the public space, there is an amount or a certain level of privacy that you are giving up. Unfortunately, right? And I honestly don't understand why people are surprised when people want to snoop and want to find out about their private lives. You're in the public space. People, sorry. People are interested. People want to know, Banana, what do you do behind closed doors? People want to know, MooCee mist, only MooCee mist, or Papa, so hey, and all of these things. What do you do behind closed private doors? Why would you do something like this? Firstly, so. And then you want to come out here and tell us, hey, it's a private matter.
Number one, take a video of it. Number two, post it.
Why would you do that?
And then management says
no, it's a private matter. We want to handle it privately. People are going to be in your business. They're going to be up in your business and wanting to find out every single little detail. Who is the girl? Whose bedroom was that? Where is the house situated? All of those. How long? Do you get what I'm trying to say? They're going to snoop. They're going to find out things about you. And these guys, black social media, especially black Twitter, investigators will go now.
Six years ago,
guys, give black Twitter the responsibility to find terrorists and stuff like that. 24 hours is a lot. It's enough. They will absolutely find. Because there's always someone who has a phone ready out there to take a picture, a video, a screenshot, something. Quickly. Guys, is this not Banele? Please help me find. You know how people will go, I found my true love. Exactly. I found my true love. Please help me find them. And someone somewhere out there will say, I was in a text with this lady. Now
they tag
we at a shop right at Dobsonville. Someone will reply to that comment and said, no, man, I was at Capitec in Dobsonville Mall. She was there in the light. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So why are you surprised when you firstly took a video? Why would you do that?
Oh, guys, do you get
what I'm trying to say?
Like, everything was shown there. Like people saw everything that was taking place. So you're asking yourself, okay, what happened and what led to him to take a video, especially with a married woman?
That's the question I have.
Exactly.
Was this an attack on the guy, or maybe he wanted to ruin this girl's life?
Yes.
I don't know what it is, but it's a case of.
But you have a lot to lose also. Like you have a lot to lose because already brands are pulling out. Because I think there was Vaseline right there. I think he has a brand with Vaseline.
100 million for 6 or 3 years.
Yeah, so people were even making fun of it. And of course the brand, they saw what happened and they immediately pulled out. And already he's someone who travels all over the world,
dude.
Right? So him being this side and this gets, to other countries out there, I don't think they're going to allow him because what more can you do to these women? You teach women to dance.
It's not like the US where you put out a S-tape and then you get praise for it.
And you actually get more brand deals.
You get more brand deals. It's different.
It's different because a lot of people who come to your classes, it's women. So now it raises so many questions. What have you done?
Like it's just crazy. Guys, just stop playing with phones behind closed doors. Stop, like completely. Stop playing with phones when you're in the bedroom doing whatever you are doing with whoever you're doing it with. We don't judge. Do it. If you are someone who messes around with married people, run far and wide with it. Knock yourself out. But don't be surprised when the repercussions come out and people want to find out every single detail about the situation. What are you doing? Like, what are you doing?
That was bad.
Guys, man. Like, I'm sorry. I don't feel bad for him. I'm genuinely sorry. She's complacent. She's complacent because you allowed it to happen, Mr. B. If I take a video and you're allowed to happen. You're complacent. You're part of it.
I mean,
because you should have said, no, baby, stop, and made sure that I delete it. You understand? You are
busy touching each
other. You're playing games, Chief.
But yeah,
Anyway,
let us know what you think right there in the comment section. If you saw the video, and what are your comments actually when it comes to the Limpopo boy addressing the viral private video that was leaked. And then the last one that is making so many moves on social media is the death of a beloved Maskandi artist, Ustebi Dlamini. He lost his life in a tragic accident. Popular Maskandi artist Ustebi Dlamini, widely known as Inkosi Yamagcokama, died following a tragic motor vehicle accident in Richards Bay on the 9th of August, which was Sunday. The crash occurred at traffic lights opposite to Melomed Hospital, where emergency responders attended the scene but were unable to save him. According to transport authorities, Dlamini sustained severe injuries and was declared dead at the scene. 3 other occupants were involved in the crash and taken to hospital. One of the injured occupants later died, while 2 others continued receiving medical treatment. So tributes are continuing to pour in because the KwaZulu-Natal MEC for Transport and Human Settlement, Sboni, so to my extended condolences to the Dlamini family, friends and supporters. Messages of sympathy also poured in from artists, fans, and members of wider music community who praised his talent, humility, and contribution to the growth of Maskandi music. Dlamini was regarded as one of the genre's most respected performers, earning widespread admiration through his music and cultural influence. Supporters says his legacy will continue to inspire and aspiring Maskandi artists and music lovers across South Africa. So we know that if you're a Maskandi lover, I know that you guys have lost an artist right there, but yeah, may his soul rest in peace. So that's what we have in terms of what is happening in the social media streets. 12 minutes till we hit 10 o'clock on the dot.
I want to tie the Limpopo thing, the Limpopo boy story, specifically on the girls' side, right?
Yeah.
What do you think would be the financial risk for something like this coming out in public?
everything's at stake here.
Let's say, I mean, we function on a public platform, right?
Yeah.
Our videos can be shared far and wide. You know, we know that we have people following us all the way from Lesotho, Limpopo, in various places. We're on the Durban airwaves right now, you know, so there could be a huge chunk or a huge number of Durbanites hanging out with us on a day-to-day basis. And something comes out of you, Mr. B, you know, you saying something and there's a girl involved. What do you think the financial repercussions would be? Or the financial risk for her specifically? Let's say she works in the corporate space and she's well respected, has a great reputation, you know, and is followed and knows her stuff. But a video like this comes out, or something similar.
Look, I mean, just to jog your memory, remember there was, I don't know if it was a minister, but it was someone in the public space. Not even Ukika, but it was a lady that was seeing, you know, this guy, and they were having this video call. And apparently the guy recorded it. So, yeah, it went out, it was in public. So for her, I mean, she didn't lose her job, but there was that backlash in J. So financially, I'm not sure if I understand the question, but obviously there is something at stake, something to be lost here.
Yeah. I mean, you can lose your job because a lot of companies, they have a code of conduct, and the way you conduct yourself in the company and outside of the company, it's very important for them. So if you go around, your video is making rounds out there, you playing with women.
Around the money.
Aye, man.
No, I'm saying you're at a bar having lots of rounds.
You're buying rounds.
Yeah, so some companies, they take that too serious because when you are a risk, in what's happening. Because I think there was this guy, he's Ugandan, Balthazar, whatever.
Balthazar. I'm gonna reverse the entire country. Balthazar, hey, we're not Balthazar. Country, oh. But yeah. I mean, and the reason we're asking this question, we're talking about this just in the remaining minutes of the show for this morning, is that according to a lady named Nicola Mawson on Independent IOL, on the 9th of August, she released an article saying that women should safeguard their financial independence and long-term security while building healthy and trusting relationships. Relationships are often built on trust, shared dreams, and emotional commitment, but financial realities can quickly and quietly shape long-term outcomes, particularly for women. So, she feels that women are often more likely to make financial sacrifices during a relationship that can have long-lasting consequences. It's a bold statement to say that women are the ones who are more at risk in a relationship. I don't know. I don't know whether I agree with it. I don't know, because the first thing that's coming to mind for me is that when we are married, or when we get married, and we get married in community of property, and we know that for the most part, the man is the one who comes. For the most part, it's not that it's entirely true, but for the most part, the man is the one who comes with more financial standing in a relationship. For the most part. It's not entirely completely true, and it doesn't work like that always, right? But you find that the guy would be the one who's making slightly a bit more, and is taking care of.
Hey, in this day and age.
No, women are making their own money these days. Women are. Have you seen the cars that women are driving these days? Just crazy.
But you see, most relationships,
sure,
you'll find that women are the ones that have a good credit score.
Okay.
You might earn more, but then, when you've taken risks with your credit score and you may not qualify for certain things, but chances are women have a much better credit score. So as a couple, when you want something,
okay,
and then the woman, you would ask your girlfriend or your partner to say, babes, please take it in your name, I'll sort you out. And then long-term consequences here come in where you guys break up, and then she's now left with that debt to pay off.
Yeah.
Right? So it's mostly women that have a good credit score, and they're the ones that end up taking a loan. Because if you hear stories of a Tatama loan, there's always a guy that's involved.
Exactly.
I took a loin because of 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
He wanted to start a business. He wanted to do this, and that's the reason why I did this. And then, more often than not, it doesn't pan out well, and it leaves the woman in a very compromising position.
I mean, my take would be, I think when it comes to relationships, women, they are in an advantage side, because as much as you are known as someone who's supposed to, pour in finances in the relationship because you're the guy, you're the provider, there are women who earn good money, but still, want to be provided for. So that puts them at an advantage whereby they can do anything. They can finance the houses, they can finance the cars, and then you get married. When you get married, that's where they also get too much power then, right? Which the assets, they also belong to them, those kind of things. And one thing I've seen is there's this guy who came and stated that they study based on the women being vocal, because on TikTok, women are vocal in terms of what they do. That's why they came with the Bob the Builder, right? To say, hey, Tina Sabo, Bob the Builder. Guys come in our lives. There's this guy that, he didn't have anything. I borrowed him my car. I gave him money to buy, clothes and everything. And then there's like analysts who take that information and make it part of the stats to say, okay, when it comes to financial risks, women are actually, pouring more into the relationships than men, right? Because when now as Pandela, that nyana that you have, you give to your woman, and she is in an advantage side when it comes to that, and then the finances.
True. No, I've seen that with people close, friends and all of that. The one thing I will say is that if we were to look at what we would consider a standard relationship where both people are working. Ne? Yes, you'll find the guy does izinto lapho nalapho, but then women tend to take on that role of buying izinto long term. Like for example, what do you call these pots that are expensive? Lee Morgan and all of that. So they lean more towards that.
Yeah.
And even when it comes to paying off like a bond nani, you'll find a couple saying, "Look, you take care of this, I'll take care of that."
Yeah.
But I've seen with us men kakhulu, in terms of long-term responsibility, we're not there. Kakhulu, we're not there. And it also shows even with abantwana, where men just back out.
There's a trend right now.
They disappear.
Of women posting men who are absent from their kids.
You see
they
what
call
I mean?
them Mama Springboks. I mean, it's as bad as that right now. That social media is used as a tool, to combat situations like this. And the more you have this, the more now these men become bruised and say, you know what, I don't care. Mina angisana ndaba nomntana, because what you have done to me now. Because like you would literally get a notification, but you are trending there. But we Springbok when you ran away from your child, right? And this also comes through again. Okay, now the courts are starting to be involved in the social media thing to say, okay, guys, if this situation happens, the maintenance court will also come through and intervene. We'll find that Springbok.
Yeah.
We'll hunt down that Springbok.
That's what I we'll hunt it down.
There's an Uber driver about 4 years ago, and he's an Uber driver. He has a flat and he has 2 kids with this lady. I think they were married. I can't remember clearly, but there's a garnish on the females, on the ladies' salary every month. There's a garnish because she's earning more, but she was demanding that the guy pay maintenance.
It backfired.
It backfired, and and it was found out that she's taking trips to Durban and she's having girl weekends, but she's still demanding that the guy pay maintenance. And the guy says, and he showed me the papers. Sorry, Mr. B, because he had them in the cabin hold in the car. So he took them out to show me that, this is the proof that I had and this is what I did. Blah blah blah. Went to the courts, showed showed the judge. And the judge eventually said, no, we're going to put a garnish on the...
So, abantwana
bahlala naye full time, and they visit the mother according to what the courts ruled, which was crazy for me. And eventually her employer was also informed. She's been avoiding paying maintenance and this, that, and the other, and they had to put a garnish.
I would like to know from all the ladies watching, if ever you've had a partner ask you to take a loan for something that they wanted to do. Did you do it? And if yes, did they help you pay back the loan? What happened, right? So let us know in the comments. And then, based on the responses, we'll come back, Exas, and just give you our little survey as to the financial risks that women take on long term.
Crazy stuff. Financial experts often encourage couples to discuss money as openly as they discuss future plans. While conversations and budgets, debt, and savings may not feel romantic, right? They can be among the most important discussions in a relationship. Increasingly, women are also seeking financial education and independence as part of building healthier partnerships. Crazy. Talk to me, Mr. B.
What do you think is worse between splurging and overspending? Is it men or women?
I don't think
it's both.
I don't think there's a standard thing that applies in maybe figuring that out.
Yeah.
I think we each spend on different things at different times, and I think it's an individual thing and not a female or male thing. We tend to think that females like shopping and splurging on clothes and whatever, but there are females who are frugal out there. Quite a number of them will tell you, I'm not interested in the latest fashion trends and whatever, and makeup and,
I hear that answer, ne?
Sure.
But when you look at, let's say in a household, you've got a husband, you've got a wife, in terms of using money wisely, which one between the two would you think, okay, they can use imali kahle?
Nah, man.
So we all
I
have,
don't know.
different backgrounds of financial education. So when you watch these family-orientated series, drama, films, right? You would see how they try to portray that situation where the woman is always like groceries and the man is more involved in other things, like, okay, buying tools to fix whatever that's happening in the house. And when it comes to going groceries, it has been, there are people who studied that women spend more time in grocery stores than men. Tina siyangena siyaphuma. I don't have time to shop. Ukuthi apule,
It's a
soft.
comparative
I
price.
take whatever that's
And
there.
but by taking whatever, you've just bought something that's expensive where you could have gotten a 30% discount just next door.
But that is that irresponsible spending? Because we need the groceries.
Sure.
What I don't have the time is to go through 4 shops that are selling the same thing.
100%.
Sure.
But whenever you sum up the small parts, you recognize Uguti by taking time and spending time at the mall or the grocery stores, you get to save a bit more. You get to stretch and ration all of your groceries a bit more.
Okay.
Right? So there are areas where women thrive more compared to men. But then if we're talking about the household, I believe women are much better at handling finances. Yeah.
These shops, because I observed something with my friend when we go to these retail stores, right? And I've asked one question, why is the women's section bigger than men? We know there's, our famous Ntate price. You get the small portion for men, but the whole store, it's like,
Dedicated
how
to
can
women.
it's dresses, giddy bra everywhere,
Shoes.
Tina Slay Konin. Skipper says 70 randi, Bapuma Guwe, boxers, and they're like, okay, belts in yana. Okay, choose whatever you want and go, mister. Because now we know. And you would see women like going aisle to aisle, like searching, looking, like the texture of the dress, like, hey, yo guys.
But also,
It-
Impata Zabo is cheap, guys. Let's be honest,
Yeah.
because a T-shirt like Umchit, like this one I'm wearing, I'm sure Kutlano can get like 3 or 4 T-shirts, right? Yeah. So
From one 250 shirt. Yeah.
Power fashion.
yeah. So in terms of quantity, 100%, they've got
More.
Yeah.
more. But
They have more options.
Tonight it is expensive.
So maybe this also teach men Uguti, you guys don't take time to think, because with women, I think the shop layouts, it's training them to think. If you think this is the only aisle of dresses, you should look twice because there's multiple aisles. So they take their time to a point of Uguti, even if when they go to a grocery store, a mere like green pepper, like she would go through all of them looking for the fresh one. I just take the one that's on top.
Even when it comes to thrifting,
Yeah.
who does thrifting more?
Women do more thrifting.
Nah, man. In my experience, gents. I've seen gents thrifting more than women, man.
Gents buying used.
Well, not like complete used, but there's quite a few gents who got chosen back in and free too.
No, because remember with thrifting, special what to know, let's call it there. Do you find guys got to know searching for impasada?
Yeah, not in my experience, Mr. B.
No, I'm saying compared to women, guys, I agree. But then whenever you born a party, who do you see more there? It's
I've seen
women.
gents, man. I've seen
I think
gents.
the experience of
I hear you, but are you saying there are more
experience-
guys?
In my experience, I've seen more gents visit
the
thrift
yeah.
more than ladies, man. Honestly speaking, I don't want to lie to you.
Okay, guys, let us.
In my experience, I've seen more gents thrifting.
Let us
more
know
than-
what to know, sir.
than-
Like Josie, where you find like a pile of clothes, ne?
Yeah.
Is it mostly women or gents? I feel like it's women.
yeah.
Man, I've
Interesting.
seen more gents. But I don't know, Mr. P. I don't think you can answer the question of who spends more responsibly or who splurges more just outright as a standard thing, because as much as one could argue that women flourish and are better versed in home care, there's other instances where they might falter and might fall short, and where a man would flourish.
Give me an
Do you
example.
know what I'm trying to say?
Where men flourish.
I mean, that's like I think it's an individual thing. There could be a man out there who tell you, at the end of the month, I always make sure that school fees is paid, the house is paid off, from utilities and everything else. Cars have full petrol, all 3 or 4, how many ever cars we have, my wife's car, my daughter's or my son's car. There's I think it's an individual. I honestly think it's an individual thing.
No, I agree.
Sure.
There are responsible men
Sure.
as well as irresponsible women.
Sure.
I agree. But when we take stats from, let's say, a group of 100 men and a group of 100 women, I'm saying I've seen that women are better at handling finances, much better than men.
Yeah.
When we take stats and we compare, out of a group of 100 or group of 10, this and this and this and this is what happens. And you will find irresponsible individuals in either group, but for the most part, it's women that are much better at handling finances.
Earlier this year, there was a property stats that were released that what is this term for properties? You are real estate, right? So the real estate, they went on to take stats in terms of which gender is buying more properties, and it was found out that more women now are buying properties, right? So this also gives them an advantage to be more financial.
Was shot.
Yeah. But yeah, this will be an endless conversation that we are having right here. But we want to know from you across all social media platforms. We are Vooka Breakfast Show. But as we conclude, healthy relationship thrive on trust, communication, and shared responsibility. By understanding the financial risk that can emerge in partnerships, women can make informed choices that protect both their emotional well-being and their financial future. That's where we love and leave you on this beautiful Tuesday morning.
Wet,
rainy. It's a cold front, guys. So please do make sure that you keep yourself warm in the next 3 days, and and enjoy the rest of your day. It is 8 minutes after.
Plans. What are we
Plans
doing today?
I don't know. We'll see what we're doing. Because
I'm gonna have my first rehearsal. This evening.
Today. Okay.
I have my first rehearsal.
At Mickham.
At Mickham, yes sir. I have my first rehearsal, so I'm so excited, guys. My band is going to be rehearsing. Band leader, lead vocalist, music director.
Yeah.
Own compositions, own arrangements.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for that one. But I know Mr. P, and hopefully you too, Mr. Mo, will join me next week Tuesday.
Yeah.
At the other rehearsal, we'll show you a bit of behind the scenes as to what we'll be doing there. But later, a very cool friend of mine is performing at Summoner Music Jam. Jazz Monk.
Tuesday.
Jazz Monk. It's Tuesday. We go to church, man. We go to connect. Yes. He did the reboot of Something About the Music, and he's so excited. He's been wanting to come and perform. He sent me a voice note that, hey, Moeketsi, man. He's such a great vocalist, and I think after rehearsal we're gonna go out there. It's gonna be cold, but we're gonna go and try and warm up ourselves with the great music. And I'll show you some.
Stay home, guys. It's cold.
Hey, guys. So and we'll see you tomorrow morning. God willing, we'll be together as bright as early between the hours of 8 and 10, giving you a daily dose of positivity that is accompanied by a very energetic start to the day. Yes, sir, Mr. Mo.
Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of this beautiful Tuesday morning, and we'll see each other.
Bye.
Bye.